become kind of a fourth quarter closer for you. What you're thinking with using him in the fourth quarter? Is that he has that veteran mentality? He's been through a lot of games.
Yeah, we trust him on both ends of the floor. He's made shots. He's made the right play. He's moving the ball well. He's really been active defensively. He can guard the point guard. He can guard two guards. He can guard some small forwards. So he's very valuable to us right now on both ends of the floor.
Do you say anything to Elfrid after a game like that the other night? He seemed to really take it hard afterwards. Struggled a little bit on both ends. Do you try to pick his spirits up after one like that?
It's a long year. It's a long year. There's a lot of games to a season, and this is new for him. But the group supports him. We believe in him. We pump him up, and he moves on to the next game.
How are Aaron Gordon and Evan Fournier?
They're doing well.
And well, hopefully for them, they're better than the quality of my questions.
They look really good tonight. No, they're both out. They're both out, unfortunately. So, we'll go same lineup. Could see Harkless get some more minutes tonight. He's got to be ready to go. He responded well against Atlanta, and looking for that same effort tonight.
No, it wasn't many minutes, but Harkless as well as Quinn and Nicholson the other night. What did the three of them give you? Whittling that, not just whittling that lead down, but racing it completely.
That bench has really been big for us. Dedman, Willie Green. I think we could throw Luke in there too. He has steadied that second unit. They just have a nice rhythm right now. They're moving the ball. They're sharing the ball. They're really active defensively. I thought Andrew Nicholson was big too. I think when he came in, he gave us great defensive effort. And he hasn't scored it like we thought he would, but I think he's still trying to find his offensive rhythm, and he'll get that with more minutes as we go. But liked his effort defensively. Willie Green, Dwayne Dedman, they're all changing the game for us defensively, so we trust that group.
Similar to the fourth quarter against New Orleans when you had Andrew on the floor the whole time, and I don't think he scored, but he certainly played well defensively against Anthony Davis.
He did well. He did well against Anthony Davis, Mike Scott. He could have Marvin Williams tonight. Andrew has done his job. You ask him, you give him an assignment, and he does it. And I think his offense will come. Our guys trust him offensively. The biggest surprise has been his defensive effort, and we believe in him.
James, Evan said that he originally hurt his hip against New Orleans, a hard fall against New Orleans. He tried to play on it a couple of games. What reports are you hearing?
Did he take a charge on that?
I'm trying to remember. He said he took a hard fall. I don't remember.
He's trying to convince me he took a charge, but
yeah. Do you remember the play?
I don't remember the play.
Yeah.
I don't. That kid plays hard. If he's out, he's hurting. He's a very competitive, very tough kid. But I don't remember the play, to be honest with you.
He played on it, I guess, 2 games, and then he said it got to the point where he couldn't go anymore.
He will try to play, and if you guys remember when he hurt his heel against, I believe it was against Charlotte, if I'm correct, the first time. Mm-hmm. He continued to play. I mean, the kid plays through injury.
Mouth too.
Yeah, the kid. He's a tough, competitive kid. He really is.
What do you see from Tobias here, maybe last couple of games? Are you seeing, is he getting different looks defensively, and what are you seeing with him with the basket?
He's, we're trying to, we're welcoming him back to the rotation, so we're trying to find some rhythm, some spots for him. Watching the film in the second half, we could have probably got him the ball in a few different spots. Partly that was Atlanta. They focused on him a little more in the second half. They had Damari Carroll on him. So we're going to continue to move him around. And he's going to find his spots at the 3 spot, the 4 spot. He's a versatile player. So, he's finding his rhythm on that jump shot. And we want him to get out in transition, get some easy ones early. That helps him get going. So, Tobias, he likes to get off to a quick start. We like him to get off to a quick start, and we'll try that tonight.
James, what's your philosophy on pace? Since you took over Magic or played the slowest pace offensively in the league, is that conducive to better defense?
It helps your points per game defense. Obviously, when you're playing a slower pace, you're bringing down possessions, you're bringing down the total number. So it does help that number. Where I'm impressed is our field goal percentage number is still very high, and our paint points is still very solid. So those are the 2 biggest numbers for us defensively. pace is a part of our game. It's not a main focus for me. I like pace, we like pace, but we like it off of stops. When we rebound the ball and we get defensive stops, we want to be the fastest team in the league. We want to fly up and down the floor, but you got to get stops to do that. Now, after a make, we probably slowed it down a little bit to execute our offense. And I think it's helping our offense. We want to limit our turnovers, get good quality shots, move the ball. I think we're playing at a slower pace because we're moving the ball more. Just like Atlanta, they don't settle for the first shot. If you continue to move the ball, you're going to play deeper into the shot clock looking for the best shot. So our focus isn't necessarily, let's get as many shots as we can get. We want to get the highest quality shot, which produces more, later shots in a possession, which I'm okay with.
Victor Oladipo's efficiency seems to have tailed off a little bit. It seems like he's still getting to the rim and getting good shots. How do you go about approaching him to, maybe increase that field goal percentage, or what kind of keys do you give him to be more efficient with his shot selection and then making those looks?
For him, the best shot for him is in transition. When he can get out and get early baskets to the rim, defense isn't set, that's going to help him. That's the best shot we could give him. I can't draw anything up that gives him a better shot than that. He's a very aggressive player getting to the rim. Now, he's probably missed some shots that he mostly converts. A lot of the times right now, the defense is keyed in on him. Atlanta said, you're not going to get to the rim. Miami said, you're not going to get to the rim. So he's trusting his teammates, making the right play. The ball's moving more, which is producing these later shots. But we want his aggressiveness. We want him to be our playmaker. We're going to put the ball in his hands in the game and throughout the game. And he was very good against Atlanta. I mean, we found a nice little set for him to get downhill on. But the defenses are keen on him, and he's making the right play for the most part.
Is that something, obviously second year in the league, is that something new for him, that teams are focusing specifically on stopping him from getting to the rim?
This is new for him. This is new territory. I mean, he had some of it last year. He had a little bit early this year, but I think teams are right now keen in on him. They see, how better he's gotten, how much more aggressive he is. We're trying to move him around so teams can't key in on him, but he and Payne need to get to the rim more in transition and flow. When we get stops, that's our best offense, and that's where we want those two to get going.
Good.